Yeah, you got your head just perfect. So that lamp is right in the background.
Just like last time, remember?
Yep.
Yeah. There's just this, whatever there seems to be happening or not. People walking, the sound in the background, the computer screen, the watching, the space. It's already just this simplicity of what is. This as it is unknowable. It can never be seen. It can never be held in view. It can never be known because there's nothing separate from it to know it or to grasp it already. There is just totality appearing as what seems to be different things, different stories. Yet the stories themselves are empty. They're never really there, you know. There is already no one in the story. Even though it may seem as if there is somebody who wants to know something, who wants to get something, who has been striving for years to find enlightenment, but that as it is just an empty story appearing to happen for no one. There's really nothing to find. There's really nothing to reach. There's really no one separate from this to become one with this. There's just simply this wholeness, totality, spaciousness. It is empty and full. This, as it is, isn't going anywhere already. Stories may seem to be going somewhere. It may seem as if there's something to get, there's something to achieve, but that's just a story that's already appearing from that which isn't going anywhere already. So there's nothing to know, there's nothing to get, there's nothing to fix, and there's no one to become anything. It's just this, what is. And there's no one to lose it. It can never be found because it's not a thing. It is everything, yet it's nothing. So the one who appears to be separate from this is just this already, which isn't separate, appearing as that. So whichever direction the separate self may seem to take, it is already no direction. It is already that which is already everything. So there's no way to go. There's no direction to take. There's nothing to reach. There's nowhere to get to already. All there is just this simplicity of what is. Sitting on the chair, watching, waiting, thinking. It is freedom already. It is already that which is being longed for. Just this. Something may seem to say there must be something other than this, but that's already that which isn't going anywhere. That's already that which is whole and complete, appearing to say there must be something other than this.
Get ready to celebrate. It's birthday time.
So
Just barely over the noise. I'm at an airport. They chime in occasionally too. Apparently they think there's something to say. Is that music? Oh, it's a happy birthday. It's an African happy birthday.
yeah, yeah, done. I thought about that.
Yeah, no problem.
I was gonna say, where were we? But we already know where.
We're nowhere.
Yeah. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This, in a way, is the resting place for the apparent separate self. The apparent separate self may seem to be surrounded by problems, troubles, left, right, and center. It may seem as if there is no way out, you know? But that as it is, it can be seen. It can also be seen that that was just a dream. Somebody who's separate from this, it was just a dream. There's already no one who can be surrounded by problems. There's already no separate self who can struggle to find a way out. You know, the victim is already not there. It's just imagined. It's just a thought construct. When a thought construct is looked for, it can never be found. So there is already no one anyway who's suffering. Those are just bunch of thoughts that are floating by. So there is really nothing here. There's really no one here to get anything or to become anything already. Getting something, becoming something is already this too. It is just a story. It is just wholeness appearing as a story of somebody who's trying to get something. So being a you and seeing the others, it is an imagination. It is an appearance in this. There is already no you and there is already no others. So all that is imagined. All that is just an appearance in this. But this as it is, it is not an appearance. It never appeared, therefore it doesn't disappear. All the appearances come and go, but this doesn't come and go. This can never go anywhere because it never came. The story of walking from home to the airport is just a story. You know, it never happened. It is appearing in this as a story of walking from home to the airports or driving from home to the airports. Everything is appearing now. Even to say today is Tuesday, it's just an appearance. It's just an imagination. There is really no Tuesday here. In the same way, there is no one here who knows anything. There is no time. This is already timeless. This is already empty. This is already nothing. There are no real stories. Stories are imagined. Stories may seem to arise as a result of the belief that there is a separate self who was born one day. Then the stories may seem to arise. Somebody may seem to say, I'm here, I'm a manager at a certain store. I have a wife, children. It's just a story. But if there is no belief in the separate self, stories can be seen as just stories. They are empty. Nothing is taken seriously. You know. But they may still continue to play out, but they are not sticky. Somehow stories may seem to be enjoyed when there is a recognition that there is no one here. There is no separate self. Stories, that which is nothing, enjoys playing out different stories, being a character in different stories. But if there seem to be a strong belief invested in the separate self, it may seem as if stories, there are good stories and bad stories. Some are not enjoyed, some are enjoyed. So there is no real sufferer. The sufferer is just a thought, which means it's never there. So there can be a suffering which is already empty, which doesn't belong to anyone. It's just a story. It's just this wholeness appearing as a story of somebody who's suffering. So there's just seeing. There's no seer behind those eyes who's listening, trying to get something.
In the seeing, sometimes it feels like, or whatever you say, whatever you want to say, feeling arises. There can be sort of a lost in it, a recognition of it that's mental. Or there can be like a physical sensation of it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can like physically sense the lightness. Sometimes you can conceptually understand. and see even. And then sometimes you're just lost and it comes back and you're like, oh yeah. And these phases, it seems to be they're almost cyclical patterns, like patterns of everything else that seem to wash over everything. That's my experience lately.
True understanding may seem to happen when there is no one to understand anything. Yeah. When the one who's trying to understand something is no longer there, then that is a true understanding. But when it
Wordless,
seems
bodiless understanding, ephemeral understanding, substanceless,
yeah,
can't touch it.
yeah. You can't find it. The one who's trying to understand can never understand anything, because that one is not real. It is that which is understanding itself appearing as
Appearing as you froze. Appearing as nothing.
yeah, nothing can. This as it is beyond understanding. It doesn't require any understanding for it to be what it is. It's already there, with or without understanding. It's just the way it is. It doesn't require anyone to understand it, to get it already. Because even the one who appears to look for it, to try to understand it, is already it. So it is totality as it is. It is whole as it is. It's lacking nothing. It's missing nothing. It doesn't say the other, because there is no separation. Seeing the other is just a story appearing in it. There are no others. There is no you, therefore there are no others. There's just emptiness. There's just fullness already. There's no Nkosi here. There's no Charles here. There is no one anywhere already. There are no stories already. Just this. There's no movement or real movement. What appears to be the movement, it is already that which doesn't move. What appears to be thinking, it is already that which doesn't think. What appears to be the shape, it is already that which is shapeless. What appears to know, it is already that which is unknowable. There's no getting this, there's no knowing this, because there's only this. This is enough. Saying it's not enough. Saying there must be something other than this.
Lao Tzu says, he who knows enough is enough will always have enough.
Sorry, come again?
Lao Tzu says, he who knows
Mhm.
enough is enough will always have enough.
Yeah.
And this is it, enough.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
It's Tammy Hall, chair around here, airport authority.
Oh, I'm going to mute here. The airport announcement, so I'm going to mute.
Oh, okay.
Every once in a while, you have to look around, make sure people don't think you're crazy.
Are they listening?
I don't know, hard to tell. Probably accidentally hearing is probably more like.
Maybe you will sit next to one of them when you get inside the plane.
Yeah, maybe.
So pain may seem to appear and disappear. Somehow, in a way, when there is an awareness of pain, it may seem to go on and on and on. But when there is no awareness of pain, it may seem to dissipate. You know, in the same way, when you give a toddler an attention, the toddler will be there trying to perform, to play, to dance. But when you don't give it an attention, then everything like collapses. Nothing is happening. I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's just coming up now. That's
Sure.
when you give an attention to pain that's arising, then it may seem to any situation, any health problems. But when you don't pay attention to that, it just dissipates.
There's
So
strange symbiosity in the problems of people that seem to be tied to this attention.
yes, yeah, yeah. Anything that you give attention, it seems to when attention is given to that or whatever, it seems to go on. You know, even family problems or what appears to be family problems may seem to. That's why they don't pay attention, just focus on other things. When the attention is focused on some other things, then
There's not a psychiatrist in the world who would agree with you.
I see.
I don't know, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that's, we're taught so much to reinforce, to face, to be brave, to figure out, to dive in there. None of that seems to work very much most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when there were situations when I was still at church. I would go back home to pray to do like prayers for different people. And when I would pray during that time, um, I would I would feel something like itchy in my body, and then stop as a result of that and focus on that itchy. Yeah. But when I don't pay, when I wouldn't pay attention to that, then it will just like dissipate on its own. Just making an example of focusing the attention on the problem
Yeah.
area. It seems to,
Bug bites, itchy skin. Yes, it's a challenge of attention. It's
yeah.
almost a test. Can't find the right word.
Yeah.
And a good metaphor for everything.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Life is like a bug bite.
Sorry, come again?
Life is like a bug bite.
Get ready to celebrate. It's birthday time. Sir.
There we go again.
What are you, like in a Dave and Buster's or something?
Yeah.
Millions born, millions die. All the time.
Uh,
There we go. You were looking for your headphones?
Yes, I was. Just couldn't find them. So what you really are is not a thing that can be seen, that can be known, that can be grasped. What you really are can never disappear because it never really appeared. What you really are is unbreakable, is untouchable, is indestructible. It is not a thing. It can never be obliterated. It can never disappear. It is already unknowable. It is not affected by anything. It can never be disturbed. When something seems to be disturbed, to be affected, it is when that which is already unaffected, never disturbed, appears to be something, you know. It's when that projects itself into something, or it eventually becomes something as if it's really something. Then when it is like that, it may seem as if it's suffering, it's affected by whatever is happening, whatever is going on. When that consciousness, when it projects itself into a limited, what appears to be a limited aspect of itself, it may seem to like suffer, having problems, being discouraged, being ashamed. Then somehow, when that intensifies, it may recognize that it has never been that. It may recognize that it has always been this vastness. It has always been untouchable, indestructible. Even when the death of the body happens, it is always recognizing itself that it has never been anything separate from itself. It has never been a male or a female. It has always been itself. So in the midst of that apparent separate self, crying, being concerned, suffering, it is already indestructible. It is already untouchable. You know, that's a dream. Being a separate self is a dream appearing in this. So when the dream ends, this recognizing itself that it has never been anything that is separate. So it's such a relief to that it has always been itself, dreaming to be something separate from itself. It dreams itself as somebody in the journey trying to find its own self. So being separate from everything is just a dream. And no one wakes up. No one separates from everything can wake up. It can be seen that there wasn't anyone who was separate. So there is no one who can actually claim that I've found enlightenment. I'm enlightened. This isn't enlightened. There's no one here already. There's just talking happening, which seems to arise because of an experience of separation that seems to be happening. But there's no one here. There's just talking, an experience of separation happening for no one. So no one can ever get this. No one can ever become this. No one can ever be anything separate from this, because there's only this, there's nothing else. This is all there is. All the movement, all the thinking, the sensations, the past, the present, It's just appearing now. It's just happening now. There's no real past. There's no real future. Everything is just coming up from this, arising from this, and disappearing from this. Talking about the past appearing in this, talking about the future, the present. There's just what appears to happen. No one is doing any of this. There is no orchestrator of what seems to be happening. This can never be done. This can never be known. This can never be gotten because it's everything already. It is whole and complete. There's nothing missing. There's nothing lacking here. Stories can be discussed. There's nothing wrong or right with that. No, so can talk about any story. This doesn't mind. There is no agency here to reach somewhere, to get something, to become something. Even the desire, the desire to get something, it's just, or the desire to get, to become whole and complete, it's just never there. Because there's just wholeness. There isn't anyone anywhere to find or to get anything already. There's just people moving around. They may seem to be going somewhere, but they're never really going anywhere. There's nowhere to go to already. Going somewhere is just a story. Thinking of someplace else is just a story running in the mind or running in the background or whatever. There is no Africa. There's no America. There's no world. There's no you. There's just this. You can call it boundless energy, spaciousness, Krishna, Shiva. It doesn't really mind because it is already itself calling itself different names. There is no one there who can call it any name. It is already itself saying there is no God, there's nothing here. There is something here. There is a world. There are different worlds. There are dimensions. There are no dimensions. There are no different worlds. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to this because everything is this. Saying this is this isn't this, it doesn't matter to this.
Not a great moral compass there, Nkosi.
Sorry?
I said that's not really a very good moral compass. It can also be said everything is you. Everything is one.
Yes.
Everything is love.
Yeah, that's when it comes in when I say there are no real things. Because what seems to be things is yourself, is you. It's just you, or everything is you. Everything is yourself. People moving behind you, it's just yourself moving to the other side, going left, right, and center. going up and down, sitting on a chair.
Being amused by me, apparently.
Is it quiet there?
Well, I've got these headphones on, so I don't know. You know, it's pretty quiet here.
Okay.
It's a bunch of guys that seem to be, I don't know, football players or something over there, pretty close.
Oh, nice.
Maybe they'll beat me up later. We'll see. I like this jacket. What does this say on your jacket here?
Oh, this one. Oh,
Hmm? I don't know.
I think it's CBKS, shows you me. I don't know the meaning of this.
Is it like
It's
a
written,
logo or
yeah, it's more like a logo.
for a company or
I
for
think
like a clothing brand?
sorry?
Is it a company or a clothing brand?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with it.
Looks very snazzy, whatever it is.
Yeah, actually, I bought it, I think 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So a
So you've
long
had it
time
for
ago.
5 years and have never bothered to read it or figure out what it is.
I never paid
I'm sorry, you never what?
never paid attention to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. In cozy style. Like an itchy bug bite.
Exactly.
Now what?
Sorry?
Now what? All
Um,
this nothing. What comes after all this nothing?
yeah, it's just silence, undisturbed silence, you know. Even when talking seems to happen, it's undisturbed, you know. Even when there is a huge explosion, it's undisturbed. It remains as it is. It seems to be more like an underlining piece that surpasses all understanding in a way. It doesn't move, it's never shaken, it is not disturbed by anything. It is always there because it is not a man or a woman. It is not a human being. It is silence. It is energy. Somehow, in a way, everything seems to be appearing from it as it. Even the talking that seems to be happening right now. Thinking happening, people walking, you know, the space itself, the computer screen, it's appearing from this already, from this undisturbed silence.
And Kosi, there's a plane that must be caught.
Yeah. You have to go?
I have to go, yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll be around next Tuesday. So see you then.
All right. Safe trip.
Thank you.
Thanks.